Agent 47 and Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. Unknowingly, they have been hired by a shadow client to target a number of operatives of Providence, a secret organization working in the highest echelons of power. Providence's controller, the Constant, approaches Diana and makes her a deal. Agent 47 and Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. Unknowingly, they have been hired by a shadow client to target a number of operatives of Providence, a secret organization working in the highest echelons of power. Providence's controller, the Constant, approaches Diana and makes her a deal. Eliminate the shadow client and learn about 47's past. But when 47 discovers that the shadow client is Lucas Gray, his lost childhood friend, he and Diana switch sides to fulfill an old pact: destroy Providence. Together, they manage to capture the Constant, forcing him to reveal the identities of the 3 Providence partners. Eliminate them, and the war would be over. However, the Constant has an ace up his sleeve. Look closer. In the shadows. Behind the everyday world. Beyond the headlines and the seats of power. A hidden hand. A kind of company known as Providence. To it, we were just assets. To use and throw away. To do the unthinkable. The unforgivable. And it never gave us a second thought. Until now. After decades in the shadows, we are fighting back. Me and 47. Much has been lost, but we are closer than ever. We trapped the Constant, Providence's chief controller, and finally learnt the names of its 3 partners. In their downfall, we lay the past to rest. And, just maybe, look towards the future. 47. It's time.
Partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free, and since then he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again,
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is fifth-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
Welcome to Dubai, 47. Today is the inauguration of the Scepter, and the ceremony is well underway. You will find Marcus Stuyvesant near the building's signature art installation, while a paranoid Carl Ingram has ensconced himself in his penthouse suite, security on highest alert. Mr. Gray is already in position and ready to assist. Good luck, 47.
47. Come in. 47, do you copy?
I'm here.
Are you in position?
I'm heading towards the point of entry.
Good. Get back to me when you're there. Locked. 47, use your camera and scan the lock, will you? I think I can override the Windows controls from here. 47, the inauguration is taking place close by. Once you've infiltrated it, get your bearings. I'm sure there must be floor plans somewhere.
Understood.
We need absolute focus on this one. If Ingram and Stuyvesant are alerted to our presence, we may lose them for good. We are so close, 47.
Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
On behalf of His Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali, I bid you welcome to the center.
Welcome! Welcome. Hello! Good to see you. How lovely to see so many familiar faces here today. Now, this has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am from one of the less privileged sides of the respectful Al-Ghazali family. But with a small loan from my father, I soon built up a construction empire that was worthy of the great Al-Ghazali legacy. So, I would like to thank my cousins, without whose friendship and influence this achievement might be. Thank you. I'm proud to yet again immortalize our great family name. But most importantly, this building is for all the people. Love to fit, my friend. So, I'm humbly proud to open the first album.
Hello there.
Look, it's just a precaution.
I've been personally invited by the Royal Highness Omar Al-Ghazali. I should have clearance. The name is Zaina Kazim.
Sir, I understand, but you can't enter without being searched.
Zana Kazim, aka the Vulture. One of the top agents working for Crystal Dawn, the Pan-African terrorist organization. I almost hired him myself once, but chose the Maelstrom instead. Now what is his business here?
It's standard procedure.
This is ridiculous.
Well, that's how it is. Think about it, and come back if you want. I'll be waiting upstairs in the reception. Understood?
Crystal.
Listen, I want to talk to the partners directly. Make them understand why all of this is happening. And that terminal gives me an idea. There's a server room near the Sheikh's personal reception. If you can gain access to it, we might be able to recover useful intel from it.
you don't like it.
We'll have to work together to hack the system, but it's our best shot.
What would this planet look like if all of us threw shit around like you? It's a smoking area if you don't like it. Piss off.
Jesus, just us being nice.
No.
Looking sharp, my friend.
It looks like the staff area could provide you with a viable route to the server room.
I believe Mimi said she was looking for a little pied à terre.
Welcome.
There's a keypad lock on the doors to the staff area. One moment. All right, try this. 4706. There's quite a bit of security here. One moment. You ready for some more fresh air, 47?
I can't believe James called in sick today. Of all days. His Highness has everyone working triple shifts. There's so much going on here. I've had 4 staff updates.
I think I can open that window remotely. Scan the lock with your camera and I'll have a try.
Come on, what the? Ah! Oh, come on! Oh, what a freaking waste of time.
Sheikh Al-Ghazali is reaching out to his worldwide network of lawyers and financial contacts, attempting to restore the lost power base of the Providence partners. If Ingram and Stuyvesant were asked to a meeting, thinking they'll be told of new developments, I suspect they'd jump at the chance. There's a lounge area at the top of the building. It can be sealed off for private conversations. If we lure the targets there, they'll be trapped. server room should be behind one of the doors in this hallway. Calendar function. We can use this to summon the partners to a fake meeting, 47. All right, I'm no hacker like Olivia, but I think you need to pull one of the racks here to gain access to the terminal.
Security is on its way. Hide, 47.
No, no! Yeah, get some! Get some! Contact!
47, reinforcements are incoming. More guards on their way.
Right. You know the drill. Stay
Right
in.
there. That's Marcus Stykes. Self-entitled and arrogant little boy. He might not look much. He's done more than he can dream.
Where the hell is he?
Shooting civilians! Get to him, now! Come on, do you read? Pay attention, there's a killer out there.
Can't see him. I can't see him. Can anyone see him? I can't see him either. Wait, there he is!
Right over there!
Where the hell did that body go? Easy back was already here.
Hello? Yeah, just watch him behind you.
Damn it. A silent alarm has been chipped. Security is on its way. Hide, 47. Yes, sorry about that, 47. Let's try again, shall we? I think I've got it. We'll need a keycard to gain access. Someone in maintenance should have one we can borrow for a spell.
No, sorry, sir, but you're just making me feel a little uncomfortable now, okay?
Hey, maintenance! Yeah, you! Who is this guy? Anyone know him? Stop!
Must have done something. Can you see anything different in the room? Are heading your way. Be careful.
What are you doing here? On your knees. Don't make me blow a big freaking hole in your head.
Let's go hand to hand. Waste it! Crank it up!
47, reinforcements are incoming. More guards on their way.
Hey! Wake up! I need you to get your shit together. Don't move. You can't be here, sir. It's over now.
That's
He's
it.
gone.
Moving in on Tango. Hey, you! Don't move.
Whoa! Move up! He's engaged! Take him down!
Shortly. I got an officer now.
Delta Zulu, stop! Come in, Delta 6. This is Big Cat, on Tango's last known position. Nothing here. No visual. Please advise. Over.
"47, reinforcements are incoming. More guards on their way."
named Inky. I got word that he entered the building.
No, it doesn't.
Stuyvesant is expecting a replacement guard. If you can locate him, we should be able to get within strangling distance of the little worm.
Somewhere. Where the hell is it? Greetings, sir.
Wiping all the police with it. We'll see if you still feel that way in an hour.
Huh? You! What's the story here? Hey, you! Give it up!
Yes, you men in the army with your papers.
Hey! मैं तुमसे फिर से नहीं कहूंगी.
Sorry, I don't think I know you.
What?
Does anyone know
You
this?
shouldn't get away with this. Does anyone think? You, armed man! Please help!
Whoa! Where's the spy?
You know, there's this fraud around here.
Jesus Christ! Hey, man!
Whoa, help me! You gotta help me! Whoa!
Command! Anybody there? Leave the area! Leave the area! Go, go! All right.
Flash that around. You're scaring me.
Reporting for duty.
About time. Our client has been going out of his mind waiting for you. Do you have the papers?
Yes.
Good. I'll call him now.
How should I address him?
It's classified, so you don't call him anything. But officially, he's just known as codename Pinky. Sir, this is security. Just calling to let you know your new guard has finally arrived. Yes, sir. See you soon.
You need to step back a few steps, sir.
Okay, wait here. He'll be here shortly. Mumbai. I heard that was a shitstorm. It's good to see a man like you back in the saddle. Guess that's just our line of work. Can't keep everyone alive.
A job is a job.
Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it. But it's long hours. Remember to drink tea, otherwise it will be one insane shift. The package's current bodyguard has pulled in 21 hours. I don't think he's much use for the next couple of days.
Understood.
Okay, you must be my new escort. I have very high standards, and trust you will do your duty. You have your credentials on you? Okay, let's see here. Well, you have been around the world. Mumbai, Italy, France, Japan. This is a very impressive CV. I think you'll do. Okay, walk with me. I need to go through some ground rules. I expect you to be by my side 24/7, unless I say otherwise. Bathroom breaks are, of course, permitted, but only when I say so. I have a very important, delicate meeting today, in which I expect you to keep your ears closed, but your eyes wide open. Understood? Now, your papers were indeed impressive, but I need to see what you can do with my own eyes. My father used to take me hunting. He was an avid hunter. I personally hated it, but always admired his skill with a knife, and grew to appreciate what it takes to gut an animal. Have you ever tried to gut an animal?
Yes.
Good. Then you know it's not so easy as it looks. Like trying to stab a rubber ball. It bounces back if you don't stab it correctly. You're almost here. You have to understand. I didn't get where I am by blind. Okay, we are almost there. You see the shooting targets? Any fool can shoot a target. With a knife? No. That's where the talent lies. My father always used to say, if you are good with a knife, you're even better with a gun. I want to see your skills. I don't know why, but I've always trusted a man with a knife. I'm sure a psychiatrist would have a field day with that statement. So, show me what you got. Do well and you work for me. Fail. Get out of here, and I never want to see your face again. It's just always half as good as you were.
Only time will tell. But I know.
You cocky idiot. Look at that! Not bad at all. That was a magnificent performance. I like you. I think we can get along just fine.
You've gained
Okay,
his
I
trust.
think I got the right man now.
What to do
Thank
with
you for
all
your
that
services.
power?
I'll take the rest of the day off. You deserve it. Thank you, sir. It was an honor. Thank you, sir. You impressed me. You really did. But let's get to work. Some things you should know about me, and this is very much on a need-to-know basis.
You got him, 47. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore. Let's move on to Carl Ingram. We're not done yet.
Oh, hi.
I can't.
Hey, how are you?
Think of those, huh? How's it going up here?
Good now. I've only got one fuse left in the fuse box. As that blows, we might get some irregularities.
Should fit the demand.
Boss?
Seems pretty interesting.
you kidding me?
Oh, and I know it's tempting to double up and smoke having done a legal plate. Absolutely want the both of you, Chris. Non-negotiable.
Seriously, man. You're safe.
Please stay back.
Boy, what the hell is that? Stop what you're doing right now.
Look at him, he thinks it's a fucking street fight. Shift! Lift fire! Go his head! Move! He's in a new disguise.
Someone's all kitted up.
Wondered if you got the briefing on the lockdown drill tomorrow?
I got it. I'll get issued one tomorrow morning.
You know how it works? Because I don't.
It's easy. 2 of us are stationed up here and below, by the card reader. We get an alert, we both swipe our cards, and bingo. Lockdown.
What if they regarded you sorry, but Mr. Ingram, who is the Royal Highness's guest, has requested no noise of any kind.
Okay, but it means I'll work slower.
I don't care what tempo you work.
It will be slow. And I'll probably get a warning about that.
I think I'm in love. Who are you? Hey, you! Damn it! So,
That's Carl
it's
Ingram,
our
Providence partner and brass-balled billionaire. A legendary political fixer, Ingram is old money and as rotten as they come.
Might sound harsh, but it is our fundamental belief that the masses must be guided, as they are incapable of guiding themselves. However, these ideals could be misinterpreted as some form of dictatorship, and this is where I beg to differ. We are anything but, which is also why it is imperative that we, the partners, maintain our clandestine approach. The masses like to be led.
know you. I don't know you. I would give it up right away if I were you.
Hello.
Our successes. So in turn, stayed alert to our failures. Vanity is our greatest foe, which has been proven time and time again throughout history.
Not bad. I need a Okay, that's enough for now.
No!
Can you just get away from me? Have you never heard of personal space?
That was good. Let me have another drink. Perfect. Might as well make me another.
But of course, sir. Coming right up.
Thanks.
How are you?
Out of my way, waiter. Hey, waiter, that is clearly a disguise.
Take him down!
Hey, I need it!
Oh, shit!
On the floor, do it! Understood.
No, you don't.
Way over there!
Well, reading 555.
Take cover! Take cover!
Lost visual. Anyone got eyes on Tango? There he is, right there. Move to Tango's last known position. Lost him too. I got eyes on
Back on the rear.
Guys, come on.
Jesus!
I see him! Right there! Talk to me, what's our status? Are we green? We're not safe here!
Forgotten 47. Soon there will be no more providence. We need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over. If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did...
She'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam... Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madam Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madam Carlyle.
Hey, identify yourself. Stop! Oh, no, you don't. Drop it.
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Yeah, command.
You accountable for this mess? Yeah, you, Mr. Shifty. Look at me.
Calling in! Calling in! There's a maniac running around killing people.
HTC depot number 545.
What?
Bloody blanket hell.
Yes, I'm still here.
Hang in there. Paramedics are on the way.
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
Negatory. This one is not getting up. Over.
Goddamn massacre. You sending someone down? Yeah, okay, but I could use a hand here. It's one big clusterfuck.
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Ah, you must be Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. I think the crime scene has more clues, 47.
All right there.
Photo... A copy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. Just remembered I went for a stroll behind the greenhouse last night. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard. Wouldn't it be a good idea for you to go and look for it? Now?
A good idea. Yes.
Patrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to say.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything... else you want to ask me?
is the door to Rebecca's room.
Did you want to check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral? I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle. I've lifted him thoroughly.
Hey, how are you?
Sorry, sir. You are trespassing on private property. That's right, I'm out of your league. I don't want to see you here again.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Hello, sir.
Quite a dangerous situation, right? Shoot her.
I actually-
Probably.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
there you go.
sorry.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway.
You want to have a look?
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I did, sir. It all checked out.
How are you today, sir?
You like, reading? You look really smart. In a good way.
I do like reading.
Really? I like reading too. I read all the time. Literature and such.
That's nice.
How's everything coming along? Very well. Make sure you feel. I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr. Patrick.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Don't worry about
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No? We'll find it. Okay.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, for a mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
word, his motion was rejected.
Gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
Oh, you mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time, I think.
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
I'm getting a headache from all the decisions. I mean, prayer will throw her. Comforter is not. Should I marry?
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Hello. That's a little too close.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff are all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you...
Oh! What?
Come on, can someone help?
Night deck is everywhere. I'll never go with it now.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff were all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
I can't deal with the stuff just now. I know I have to, but... Why waste away in front of the forest when you can play like that?
Belle, I don't believe this place.
Hello, sir.
Greetings, sir.
Okay.
I should let you go back to...
Yeah, same.
I expect you all to act your part. Last, as you all know, I have a lot on my plate and need to focus on sorting everything out, so please do not disturb me with your petty concerns. You are all adults, and as part of the elite, you will immediately have to...
What an exit. Old bag's got style. Show what you're made of.
Edward, this is your chance. Oh, God. I don't know.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Edward?
Fancy. Thank you. No, I'm afraid not.
Some fresh air may do you good.
It might, but I need to finish Mother's eulogy for tomorrow.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
It might, but I need to finish Mother's eulogy for tomorrow.
I should be concerned. But that any woman is a tad too busy following the impression. Tell me. Turned up and we're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Well, Gregory put a stop to that, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon is a bit weird.
I saw her rearranging the photos in the sitting room.
Who would have thought? You fucked up, didn't you? Staging your own death? A major, grandiose cock-up, I'd say.
Be quiet, Gregory.
It says you're only human, after all.
Hello there, sir.
Greetings, sir.
Clearly topped her usual icy
Incredibly dangerous situations, right? Shoot out.
You realise how much I've had to deal with because of her sudden death? No, of course you don't. Never done an honest day's work.
Excuse me, sir. There's a limited access to this area at the moment, so I can't let you through.
Please stay back.
Identity.
Everything's in order.
Looking good, looking good.
Still trying to drag my secrets out, Annie. I should get back
Put
to...
a pin in it. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Sorry. Who am I kidding? He's probably not looking for anything serious. Okay,